Another Crucible. This is an advanced C1 level Flamma Indomita story by Greg Salters. The old community center smelled of mildew and desperation. Its walls held decades of whispered prayers and muffled sobs. But tonight, the musty air was alive with an electric tension that felt almost sacred. In the center of the assembly hall, beneath the harsh buzz of dying fluorescent lights, stood Flamma Indomita. Their presence was magnetic, drawing every eye. Rainbow-hued flames swirled around their towering, androgynous figure. Each color seemed to tell its own story of survival. Flamma Indomita burned with an intensity born from battles fought and endured. Their metallic form looked seamless, but those who knew their history felt the weight of countless invisible wounds. The witch hunts had left no marks on their body, but every burning stake had made their flames hotter. The AIDS epidemic hadn't scarred their surface, but it had forged their fire into something fierce. Every act of violence, every unjust law, every child cast out onto the streets, all of it had become fuel for their defiant light. Sam stood before the crowd, their fists clenched, their voice steady despite the exhaustion etched into their face. A month of sleepless nights showed in the dark circles under their eyes, but their determination shone through. A bag by their side held a heavy stack of petition signatures, each name a reminder of what was at stake. The city council is trying to take away access to gender-affirming healthcare, Sam began. Their voice cut through the room like a blade. They want to erase our right to exist. The words hung heavy in the air. If this passes, people will die, Sam continued. Not quickly, not dramatically, slowly, silently. They'll die inside, even as their bodies keep moving. A wave of anger rippled through the crowd. It wasn't loud or explosive, but cold and resolute. Some reached for each other's hands, grounding themselves in the shared moment. Others looked to Flamma Indomita, whose flames pulsed as if in sync with the room's collective heartbeat, feeding on their fear, their rage, and their resolve. Michelle, an elder with silver hair that gleamed under the harsh lights, stood up. Her face bore the lines of countless battles, yet she remained steadfast. "What's the plan, Sam?" she asked. "How do we fight this?" Sam glanced at Flamma Indomita, whose flames flickered against the walls, casting shadows that seemed alive with memories of past struggles. Protest signs, hospital beds, prison bars, funeral pyres. "We fight," Sam said, their voice firm. "We take to the streets. We flood their offices. We jam their phone lines. We make it impossible for them to ignore us." Their voice cracked but didn't break. "They won't erase us. Not this time. Not ever again." The flames around Flamma surged, bathing the room in a kaleidoscope of light. Jamal, seated in a quiet corner, rose slowly. The room fell silent. His years gave weight to his words. "Sam," he began, his voice deep and calm. "I feel your fire. But remember who we're up against. They have power, money, and influence. They've crushed movements like ours before without a second thought." Sam's resolve wavered. "Are you saying we should give up?" "Never," Jamal replied. His laugh was bitter, without humor. "Look at Flamma Indomita. Really look. Every time they've tried to destroy us, we've turned that pain into power. Our wounds don't weaken us. They make us stronger." Jamal's voice deepened with emotion as he spoke of the AIDS crisis, of friends lost, of love abandoned, of a government that ignored their suffering. "We didn't break. We organized. We fought back. And Flamma's flames grew brighter with every tear we shed." He looked around the room, his gaze lingering on the younger faces. "Every attack on us made us stronger. Every wound they gave us became fuel for our fire." The room seemed to hold its breath. Flamma Indomita's flames danced slower now, each color a reminder of their shared history of resistance and survival. "They've tried to erase us over and over," Jamal said. "But we're still here. Each wound they inflict makes us stronger." Sam looked at Flamma Indomita, seeing their flames in a new way. They weren't just burning, they were transforming. Rage into purpose, pain into resilience, grief into growth. Flamma's voice, or perhaps just a feeling, filled the room. "The fire that burns against us becomes the fire that burns within us. Victory lies not in rage alone, but in the persistence of the flame. Transform pain into power, but burn wisely." Sam turned back to the crowd, their voice steady now. "Jamal's right. We need to be smarter than anger. We'll rally, but we'll also build alliances, create networks, and develop strategies that can't be broken. They want to break us? Fine. We'll show them how every crack becomes a channel for our light." The applause began softly but grew into a roar. As the crowd left the hall, plans forming in hushed voices, Flamma Indomita remained. Their rainbow flames cast long shadows, each one a testament to battles fought and pain transformed into power. No matter how dark the night, their fire burned on, bright, defiant, and indomitable.
Thanks for listening. For more great Flamma Indomita adventures, visit the Queer Triptych at www.queertriptych.weebly.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe.